Hello, dear grade 6 student. I hope you are doing well. Welcome to this new lesson from Module 8. Let's talk. To start our lesson, let's read our learning objectives for today. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to learn 5 new words. Number 2, identify the rules of zero conditional. And number 3, use the rule of zero conditional in speaking and writing. Today's lesson, Let's Talk, will be in your student's book on page 96 and in your workbooks on page 83. To start our lesson, let's learn our new vocabulary items. 1. Look at the water. What's happening? Yes, it's boiling. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Picture 2. Very good. The water is freezing. The word is freeze. Water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius. Picture 3. What's happening here? Yeah, we are heating water. Very good. The water is heated here. She heats the water until it boils. Yes, this is ice. Perfect. If you heat ice, it melts. Next picture. What can you see here? Yes, right. This is a tap. Don't forget to turn off the tap before you leave. Now, how about practicing our new vocabulary items? It will be in your workbooks on page 83, activity number 1. So here you are going to look and write. How many pictures do you have? Very good, we have 5. So you are going to label the pictures. Let's start with number 1. What can you see here? Yes, great. We have water. And here we are boiling the water. Very good. The word is boil. Number 2. Excellent. This is a piece of ice. Ice. Number 3. Look at the red arrow. Yes, very good. We are heating the water and the word is heat. Number 4. Great job. Freeze. Last one, number 5. This is a tap. Excellent. Thank you very much. Now, let's move on to your student's book on page 96. We have a listening activity. So here you are going to listen and circle A or B. We have a dialogue between two people and we have 4 sentences and each sentence has 2 alternatives. For example, let's read number 1 together. If you heat water at the top of Mount Everest, it starts to boil at A. 100 degrees Celsius, B. 71 degrees Celsius. Number 2. Water that freezes at -2 degrees Celsius. A is not salty, B is very salty. Number 3. We waste about blank liters of water when we brush our teeth with the tap on. 8 liters, B 18 liters. Number 4. Lana says we can use blank to water plants, rainwater or salt water. So please listen carefully and try to choose the correct answer. Let's start.
2. Listen and circle A or B.
What are you doing there, Lana?
Hi, Mum. I'm making a poster about water for World Water Day at school.
That's interesting. What are you going to write?
Some interesting facts about water. For example, did you know that when you heat water to 100 degrees Celsius, it boils?
I did, actually.
Okay, but did you know that at the top of Mount Everest, water boils at 71 degrees Celsius?
Really?
Yes. And did you know that if there is a lot of salt in water, it freezes at a lower temperature?
Really? How low?
At -2 degrees Celsius.
Wow! What else can you tell me?
If you freeze hot water, it freezes faster than cold water.
Amazing! We'll try that.
Water is very important. That's why stopping water pollution is so important.
Of course.
You see, less than 1% of the planet's water is good enough to drink. The rest is salt water. When we pollute lakes and rivers, some animals die too.
What can we do to help?
First of all, we mustn't waste water. When we leave the tap on while brushing our teeth, we waste about 18 litres of water. There are simple steps we can take outside too. For example, we can use rainwater to water our plants, but we can't use salt water. It will destroy the plants.
Great ideas, Lana. There are so many things we can do to save water.
Okay, welcome back again. I guess you are done. Let's correct our exercise. So number 1, if you heat water at the top of Mount Everest, it starts to boil at which degree? Very good, it's at 71 degrees Celsius. So because in the conversation they said, okay, but did you know that at the top of Mount Everest water boils at 71 degrees C? Very good. Number 2 now. Excellent. Water that freezes at -2 degrees Celsius is very salty. The evidence from the text or from the listening passage is yes. And did you know that if there is a lot of salt in water, it freezes at a lower temperature? Mom replied to Lana, really? How low? Lana replied, at -2 degrees Celsius. Very good. Next one. We waste about how many liters of water? Very good. We waste about 18 liters of water when we brush our teeth with the tap on. So you should always turn the tap off when you brush your teeth. In the text, they said, when we leave the tap on while brushing our teeth, we waste about 18 liters of water. It's clear, it's 18. Very good. Number 4, Lana says we can use rainwater or salt water to water the plants. It's easy. Excellent. We can use rainwater to water the plants. In the text, for example, we can use rainwater to water our plants, but we cannot use salt water. It will destroy the plants. Excellent job. Look at the following question. What happens if or when you heat water at the top of Mount Everest? Good. If you heat water at the top of Mount Everest, it starts to boil at 71 degrees Celsius. Look here. We have if you heat water. This is an if clause. Then we have the second clause starting from it starts to boil at 71 degrees Celsius. Guys, this is a reality. This is a general truth. Note here that we have used the present simple in the first part, in the if clause. If you heat, the verb heat is in the present, and in the main clause, it starts, the verb start is in the present too. Look at the second question also. What happens if or when you use salt water to water your garden? Very good. Look here, we have a plant which is dying. So, if or when you use salt water, plants die. This is also a truth. So, here, as the previous sentence, we have present simple in the first part, which is the if or when clause, and also we have the present simple in the main clause, plants die. May I have your attention, please? Look here, we have two sentences. Number one, when or if you recycle, part one of the sentence. Second part, you help the environment. Sentence two, when or if you leave the tap on, first part, and second part, you waste a lot of water. Very good. This is the zero conditional rule. So, when we talk about things that are generally or always true, we can use the zero conditional. Look at the table. So, first part, it is the if clause. So, it starts with if or when plus present simple. And the main clause, we have the present simple too. As in the examples below, when you don't water plants, they die. So, this is a true condition. This is a general truth. This is reality. If you don't water plants, they die. Let's have some practice now. So, open your student's book on page 96, activity number 3. So, work in pairs, discuss the facts about water, use the ideas in the box to help you. Number 1 is done. We have here the verb to leave, tap on, and then the second verb is waste, water. Let's see. If we leave the tap on, we waste water. So here we have applied the rule of the zero conditional. So leave in the present and waste in the present too. I would like that you follow the same model to complete the other examples. So pause the video for some time and do the rest. We are back. So number 2, heat water 100 degrees Celsius and boil. Yes, perfect. If we heat water to 100 degrees Celsius, it boils. Great. Number 3, heat ice melt. Perfect. When we heat ice, it melts. Number 4, great. If you don't water the plants, they die. Number 5, rain ground get wet. Very good. When it rains on the ground, it gets wet. Last one, pollute lakes and rivers, fish die. Amazing. If people pollute lakes and rivers, fish die. Good job. Let's go back to our workbooks now and do some writing practice on page 83. Activity number 2. So, question number 2. Write sentences, use the zero conditional. As usual, I'm going to model sentence 1 for you so that you can do the rest. So, we have the prompts, when it rain and there be sun, rainbows appear. Let's see. When it rains and there is sun, rainbows appear. So we have two parts, the if clause or the when clause at the beginning, then we have the main clause, rainbows appear. Here I want you to pause the video, do the other examples, and then we will check together. We are back. Number 2. If ice melt, it become water. Can I have someone to do it? Great! If ice melts, it becomes water. Very good. Number 3. Yes, if it rains, the streets get wet. Good job. Number 4. When you leave ice cream in the sun, it melts. Excellent. Lastly, number 5. When a tornado happens, it is dangerous to go outside. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you very much, guys, for following us, and see you next time. Bye.